performance?
Yeah, I thought we were excellent from start to finish. The only thing I was a little bit worried about was would the goals come. But we said to the lads, keep passing it, keep getting the ball as wide as much as we could. Because Stafford, as I said, before in the preview, that they were going to be tough to break down. They were going to be resilient, and he didn't disappoint me. That's what they're about. But once we got the goal, I thought we lifted again, and I think we restricted them to. I don't think they've had a shot in the game. And they're a good side. So yeah, all credit to my players. We've kept a clean sheet at last. We talked about it before the game, but more importantly, I thought we got on it, we passed it well, and overall, a very, as you say, competent performance.
In the first half, they played a high defensive line, didn't they, which tended to frustrate, certainly Savage, to a lesser degree McNeil as well.
Yeah, they did, but we knew they were going to come and try and squeeze high off the pitch, because last time that's where they got done, leaving too many gaps in between. But we worked on getting it wide as much as we could. I think we worked out in the first half. We got 19 crosses in the box, just a little bit, behind a few people, or people not gambling enough to get in the box. But yeah, as we said at half time, it's not about what you do in 45 minutes to teams, it's what you do over 90 minutes. And we always knew Stafford had put so much effort into that first half that they would tire. Yeah, the goal we got was probably the one that you wouldn't expect, because with the other chances that we've had. But yeah, we thoroughly deserved to win the game.
You probably disagree with me. A slight deflection and possibly a little bit fortunate to get the first goal.
Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah, it's probably come from the. Well, not a chance. We've had loads of other opportunities. Kicked off the line, headed off the line. Goalies making flying saves, and the goal we actually got was probably, as you say, a little bit fortuitous. But I think on the balance of play, we definitely deserve to win the game.
And then Christian Smith, nice to see him weighing in with a goal as well. I mean, it was a bizarre incident that led to the corner as well. I mean, the effort that came in from Brown, the goalkeeper, he seemed to have it covered, and it saved it with his legs. It went for the corner, and then of course Smith converts the McGinn corner.
Yeah, he does, and Christian can give us that. I keep saying to him, we've got a bit more belief. I think after he scored his goal, for 10 or 15 minutes, he was winning headers, he was winning tackles, he was all over the pitch, he was getting up in the box, and unfortunately or fortunately, that's what he's got to get out of him. He's got this laid back. He's a great player. He's a great player. When he kicks in, I mean, he's dangerous in both boxes. And he does well for us, but he's just got to give that little bit more week in, week out, because he's a fantastic player. And if he gets himself up for the game, and he can go and attack balls like that all day. 6
points clear at the top now. It sounds sweet.
It does sound sweet, but I remember somebody saying it to me last year at Skelmersdale, and we won't be getting too far ahead of ourselves. Good thing today, coming here. We said to Gary in the car that it was important today. No other games were on, or as far as aware, that none of the teams at the top of the league were playing today. So it was important for us to put 3 on the board and get a little bit of breathing space. And we look forward to Chasetown now next Saturday, which is another difficult game. 14. And we're in the driving seat, and we've got to try and stay there.
It's dead easy, isn't
it? No. It wasn't easy last year. And you look at the game today, and as I say, Stafford and teams like Stafford are going to come and play really well, and be resilient and work hard, because it's a stadium. There's 2,000 people here again. And it's got to be credit to the fans. It's freezing cold. They've come out again, and I think they've seen a good performance by our players.
When you're top of the table, I mean, I'll go back a fortnight to Mickleover today against Stafford as well. Teams come to spoil, don't they? Rather than play against you, they come to spoil. They'll pack a defence, they'll play a high line, which makes it difficult for you, doesn't it, as a team?
It does, yeah, and that's why you've got to try and you've got to try and make sure, first of all, you've got to make sure you don't give them any way into the game, because a team coming here, the first 20 minutes is very important that we stay on top and we don't give them a foothold, because they're expecting to be under a lot of pressure. So I say to our lads, don't disappoint them, because the minute you give them a little chink in your armour is the minute they gain a little bit of confidence, maybe get a goal like Mickleover do, and becomes very difficult for you. So we've got to go and get after teams as we did today from the very first minute. We've got to get balls in the box, dominate the game, and then they've got to come out a little bit, and I think you've seen at the end, to be fair to Stafford, they were out on their feet, but we kept plugging away, kept going, and we just got to keep going. Now there's 14 cup finals left for us, and we'll see where we are in 2 months' time.
You missed out on Richard Hines 10 days or so ago. What's the latest situation on players possibly coming in?
Well, we're only after it. We're only after the defender now, as I say, just to strengthen us as a back four. Christian can play centre back, as we know, but you know, just another option. We are speaking to clubs, but at the moment there's nothing stand out that we're going to move on. So as I say, at the moment this is the squad, and you know, I don't think we'll be the far off the squad that finishes the season. Ashley Williams is back in training now, in terms of running, you know, and expecting to be back in full contact within 3 to 4 weeks, so you know, that'll be another plus for us. Michael Powell's back today, Wes Baines, unfortunately today's fit, but you know, we could only pick 16, and he's another player to come into the reckoning.
Neil, thanks for talking.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay.
Excellent.